Week one is good as you wanted it to be?
I was pleased with how hard our kids played, but technique-wise and some of those things, we did not do a very good job. And but that's kind of typical for this time of year. Everybody's really inconsistent, especially when you have so many young guys like we do. And I was glad that we played hard enough to overcome a lot of the mistakes that we made. But the good thing, we got a bunch of kids that'll. They work hard, and I think hopefully we'll get better each week.
Looking at the numbers, pass defense was probably the only thing that really stuck out as you gave up some yards, which y'all don't really usually do. Either stop them or you get a quarterback down.
And that's kind of, it can be a little deceptive. We forced 3 turnovers in the first quarter and 2 picks and a fumble recovery. And, by halftime it was, we had gotten up 17-7, and then as the game went on, of course they had 2 really good receivers, and of course a quarterback that's got a lot of accolades, and the game changes a little bit. I was pleased that we held them to 14 points, but we got to do a lot better job playing technique and things like that. Secondary-wise, we got to play a lot better than we did, but early on we did a good job of things, but then we got too lax as the game progressed.
What did you like the most, just pure football-wise, unit-wise or player-wise, in that first game that maybe you were a little bit surprised about, or just really happy to see happen?
Well, I like I said, I like how hard our kids played, and you can overcome a lot of mistakes early in the season by playing really hard. You can overcome, stepping with the wrong foot or going the wrong direction if you're playing hard. And the physicality, I thought our kids played physical the whole time, and that was a big key for us, especially going against a team like that. And so those 2 things, I hope we can continue to do well and improve on that, and then hopefully we can shore up some of the inconsistencies that we had on both sides.
Do you like opening on the road? Because you've done it a couple times. Gone to Atlanta.
A couple of times. Atlanta, I would prefer not to start your season off going to Atlanta the very first game, but at least we got that one out of the way.
Right.
Really, it was not a bad trip, and the people at Centennial were a great host, and I'm glad it's out of the way.
It's not much different. Y'all scrimmaged in Peach County for so long and now playing. I mean, it is different, but you're so familiar. But how much more does it add to actually now that it counts? It's the first time in a while.
Well, we've been saying for years that it's just a scrimmage and all that stuff, but
doesn't feel like a scrimmage, does it?
No, when Peach and Northside play, it doesn't matter. We could go out on Sunday out on the practice fields, and it's still going to be a very intense, competitive situation. So, as far as our kids go and our communities go, it doesn't matter whether it's a scrimmage or the third round of the playoffs. It's a big deal.
Y'all are just playing a couple weeks later than usual.
Right. Exactly.